everybody, welcome back to some Tazzcraft, where we are at our slime farm. I put down some lamps, a couple chairs, some place to sit down, you know, kind of relax, sit back, wait for the slime to come in. Of course, you kind of need to be down there, but that's not the point. So, I am putting this together to kind of go over what our next project is going to be. We're going to be getting a witch farm set up. Oh yes, a witch farm. Now, why are we making a witch farm? Well, so far, I think there has been one attempt to make a redstone, some sort of redstone shop at spawn, and I'm thinking redstone, glowstone, spider eyes, you know, stuff that you use mainly in potions and in obviously redstone machines is going to be super necessary, and this is pointed at you, Tion, because I've got a feeling people are going to need some redstone, especially if they keep going on these huge farm ideas that are kind of being more introduced into the system before we get into more artsy stuff. Again, I'm gonna say that that's artsy. I started putting walls up on that, so now it looks like an actual room. So like that hasn't changed, but if I come in here, oh yeah, now we got walls. I'm actually kind of liking this as a bare bones thing. And instead of lighting up the ground, we're going to make some sort of Disney tower to stay in like the wonderful princess that we are. And when we stay up there, then things are going to spawn in and the witches will get destroyed. Now, I'm thinking of using mine carts to kill things because that seems like probably the dumbest way to kill enemies. I think it's hilarious. Alright, we're back, everybody, and oh my goodness, we have a witch hut. Not only do we have a witch hut, it is as low as a witch hut can get, I believe. So the problem is, most of the time when a witch hut spawns, and it spawns on land, it gets boosted up a little bit, and if it gets boosted up, that reduces the spawn rates. So we are, since it does have legs, but since it is spawned right above water, that means it should be as low as it can possibly get, which makes things that much easier. I was going to use obsidian, but I kind of forgot normal blocks, so that's not going to work. I need to kind of drain all this out, and then we're going to need to dig a hole, and then we're going to need to figure out how high up it's going to be. It's going to be a kind of a mess. I also hear lava. Yeah, if I stand right here, you can hear lava. So that's going to be fun. Means we're going to have even more things we have to deal with going... Oh, goodness. I'm going to be an absolute train wreck. This is going to suck. Alright, so I got everything kind of set up. So what we got here is I have the bounding, or the box itself kind of outlined here. If there, I don't have a way to check to make sure that it is all correct, but the way that I have it set up is this, and those should all be spawning platforms, which is good. I'm doing this via Mango's tutorial. He has a tutorial out for, it's a 1.14 version, and it should work in 1.15. I actually haven't had any problems with this in particular. We're kind of gonna go with it until it doesn't work anymore. Essentially, that's what it is. We're just going to go with it, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'll make some adjustments at that point. But for now, I believe that everything should work all according to plan. So we've got our bounding box, we have our spawn platforms. I'm going to have to remove the witch hut itself now, which is going to be annoying and kind of tedious because I forgot my axe, which is just the best. I'm the best. So, and that also means that I'm dumb and forgot a shovel. This is what happens when I just move from one project to another, is I just forget my stuff somewhere. I don't even know where it is. It's probably my end chest, and I don't have an end chest on me, so yeah, that's not good. That's actually super bad. Alright, well, we're back. I just need to put pistons in place. I was not an idiot and actually had stuff brought over here like it was supposed to be, so that's nice. And you might notice that this side right here is a little bit longer, and there's good reason for that. Also, I put these in the wrong spot. I need them over one. So, basically, when everything shifts, like it's supposed to, there's going to be a very, very, very small window where things are going to be able to spawn in this space with a block here. But if you just pushed it and there was no block here, then, well, things will just kind of fall through. So, alright, so I'm just placing some track in before I put the string across, and I mean, the floor is moving like it should, so that's the good news. Bad news is, actually, I don't think I have bad news. I keep expanding this out and out and out. I'm trying to make this have as little footprint as possible, which is why expanding it and expanding it and expanding it and expanding it actually isn't a horrible thing, and should be self-contained after that. But yeah, I want this to I want this to chill. That's what I needed to do. I needed to just chill, but the moving floor platform thing is going to work. I believe the only thing I have left to do is to throw the string down on this. And then this line, whatever, we'll figure it out as we go along. But alright, so we should be all set up in terms of having the spawn platforms. If we go up there, which I kind of don't want to do, but I still want to do at the same time. Here, let's just give it a little bit of a flyover. There we go. Now whenever something hits here, boop, 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 boop. So that should shake them all the way out and down. So I need to make a collection system at the bottom before we end up putting the roof on it. And that should be pretty much it, in all honesty. That went quick. It is a very, very, very simple design. These observers are actually one of the coolest blocks, I swear. The one-tick pulses they give off are just fantastic, but that should be this, and I will come back once I figure out how I'm actually going to put the holy smokes, guys! I just realized that I haven't put an update to this at all in a while. I think last thing you saw was me putting in the floors, so floors are done. We put all sorts of things in terms of redstone, so we have a clock down here that we can turn on to that should update things. Now we'll kind of take a look at that again just to make sure that everything's going right on that front. I believe that's just so that in case there is anything that's still up there. So for example, if there is a witch stuck in the hut, then what we can do is we can update those rails. The rails will update the observers, and then the observer will go off and it'll attempt to go again, see if it can knock the witch out. So Oh, they're already spawning! Did you just see that? Oh! Hold on, hold on, hold on. So that worked. Is this working? Those buggers died! Look at that! I mean, they gave us glass bottles, which isn't exactly what we wanted, but... Oh my god, I am going to be glad that my AFK spot is not down there. It is working! I just need to make an AFK platform, and I also need to hook up the... Oh, good gracious. Oh god, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No! Alright, I just want to make a note, guys. So, when I was following the tutorial on how to build this, because, let's be honest, I wasn't quite sure how to do this, especially because I thought that this was really cool and I wanted to know the mechanics behind how the observers were going to interact with the tripwires and how that was going to interact with the clock and whatever. I thought that was super, super good. However, I noticed a mistake in the video. There is no way to take... So he has it hooked up so that that signal goes up whenever the timer goes off. So the timer goes off, it sends a signal up, and it sends the signal across. I didn't have any single way to take that signal and give it to the other layers so that when there was a problem that these layers would update. So it was literally like, we can time layer the first one, but we can't time layer the rest of them. So what I did is I came up here and I added in these observers, and so the observers are all linked into each other, so it's a direct signal all the way down, and then I have an observer come off here and come off of a powered rail down there, and that going into a block updates all the layers. So if there is a witch that is ever stuck in there, what'll end up happening, oh, that's fine. What'll end up happening is the blocks that they're on will be moving every 4 ticks. So that is the plan, or I shouldn't say that is the plan. I should say every 8 ticks. Every 8 ticks it will. So I'm not going to say that is the plan, because that's just what happened. I wanted to make sure all the layers were hooked up to that clock so that all these layers were being updated, so if there were any spawns, I didn't want them to get stuck in there, and that's kind of what was happening. A couple times I looked down here, and I did see a witch, and it was just stuck there because it wasn't updating the way it should, and now it should be updating as well as can be. I don't know if I can't really get in there and see if that one's working the way it should be. Yep, there it goes. Boop. So those are all updating as they should be, and we now have everything hooked up correctly to the timer. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go make the AFK spot, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright everybody, it is finished. So a bit of a problem, just a little bit of a problem. I ended up having a creeper and a zombie spawn on me, which means that where we have it is actually really, really good. There aren't many places for things to spawn, because the only place that a mob could spawn was on top of a moving block. This hopper timer, that was the only place that things could spawn, and because 2 things spawned on there, a creeper and a zombie. So they were taken care of. That was strange. So I killed them. Now they can no longer spawn. I just put glass along top of all of that, so they really can't spawn now. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up the scaffolding to my little glass tower there, and that's going to be my AFK spot, and we can kind of see if things are actually happening. Oh, no, there is another creeper. No, that's the same creeper. I didn't actually kill the other creeper. I don't know I was like, where's my bow? I'm just blind. That's all it is, guys. I'm literally just the blind boy. Which makes me very sad. I should not be blind. But that being said, you know, I'm just gonna fill that in because I can. So, yeah, that should be it. That should be all that's needed for. I'm just gonna make sure nothing can go in there. That should be all for this build, in all honesty. Now, I can kind of come down here and see if there is stuff falling in. Holy smokes! Okay. Oh, I was not expecting it to be full. I was definitely not expecting it to be full. That's a pleasant surprise. What I should do is I should make a couple chests. I could make a storage room down here, and that would not be difficult. But yeah, that is the majority of the build. We can beautify it. Not a real reason to beautify it. It is, of course, just an AFK farm. I don't expect anyone to be building out here anytime soon. I think I saw maybe one base on the way here. So this isn't a very popular area. I know I didn't go through the technicalities, but maybe you guys don't want to see that. So I will ask you guys if what you want to see out of the channel. If you want to see other games, if you want to see more in-depth on how redstone works, maybe in-depth on how to build things, or maybe beautifying things like we did the slime farm, which was just an ugly pile. I don't even think this is that ugly. I think this is actually really, really cool. It's got kind of the Pizza Hut thing going on, but you know, what can you do? Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, take it easy.